Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
You ain't gonna say the rest of the dang slogan?
No!
They're gonna say No Holds Barred is proud to present to you.
Excuse me, Alfred. The gracious host, that is Mr. Alex, if you see my name, Money Brown. Welcome to the #1 wrestling podcast in the world. I am talking about No Holds Barred right here on the FinTalk Sports Network. Alfred, you and I are now joined by our #1 fan who has named himself Ryan, your favorite guest host, Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Taylor comes to join us on No Holds Barred. Welcome to Ryan Taylor. How you doing, man?
Thank you, guys. Doing all right. How are y'all? Thanks for having me.
Good.
Feel like Sami Zayn, the honorary Uce here, yeah?
There you go, man. There you go.
I hope my time here lasts longer than the Dolphins did in the playoffs.
Low blow.
There he goes, throwing shots at our network. We love you, network. We love you.
Ryan,
Okay,
Ryan, be careful, Ryan.
Hey.
Be careful. You're a click away, brother. You're a click away.
Wow.
That's Alfred, I swear.
Alfred, I'm glad to see you're not at some UH basketball game tonight.
Yeah, we played yesterday and we destroyed Tulane, so it had time to get on tonight.
So now I gotta check the UH basketball schedule to be like, oh wait, let me see if Alfred's coming up. Nope.
Wait a minute. There's a Houston team out there that can win somewhere?
Oh,
no.
The Astros.
Oh, yeah, besides them.
The Astros. Anyway, so I want to talk to both of y'all first about our show last week. I know, Ryan, you commented a lot on it.
That's what I do.
But Alfred, I want to start with you about the whole Vince McMahon takeover again.
Okay.
We didn't really get your viewpoints on it and whatnot. So I'm curious to hear what you're thinking about the whole Vince McMahon takeover.
Oh God! I mean, it's bad enough he returned, and then now I hear the rumors about him talking about he's going to be back in like creative decisions or something. If I recall correctly, I'm like, I mean, just stay away, Vince. I'm sorry. I know you're probably not listening to the podcast. Hopefully,
no, he's listening. He's listening.
He's out there.
No, he's listening.
Please stay, just for the sake of us, Vince. Please stay. I'm not a fan of Vince returning. I feel like he's about to start ruining some stuff coming up. That he's back, quote unquote, back, and it's like, and when I say start ruining stuff, I'm making a prediction next Monday. He's gonna be on TV next Monday.
Yeah. So on the Raw 30th.
Yeah, he's definitely.
And I guarantee you, when he comes out, he's gonna get the loudest of boos.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. I think I read an interview Ric Flair they interviewed Ric Flair recently, and he was saying that he definitely thinks Vince should come out. And he said if he does come out for that Raw, like it's gonna be like a huge pop of him coming out. I can see that everything. But as far as him coming back and being creative, I'm like, please stay away, Vince. Please, I'm begging you, please stay away.
All right, Ryan. So you know how we do things here. Okay, we like to talk. We like to talk.
Right.
So you commented on the show last week and all that, but now that you're in person, what do you think is going through the superstars' minds right now?
Some of them, do I still have a job? If we're still going with the possible sale to the Saudis and making it private, then is the women's division, are they all going to have to wear bed sheets to the ring now and see their eyes? Are we rebranding AEW? Is it Alliance Elite Wrestling now?
AEW and WWE are separate, so AEW goes up a lot, and it's crazy because I think it's the Khan family that's buying it,
or they try to buy them too. Why not?
Yeah.
So
or try to buy them too. I mean, why not? If somebody could buy,
I can hear my dog barking like crazy. My dog is barking like crazy right now. I don't know what's going on.
The dog doesn't like it. Vince, stay away.
Stay, Vince. Please,
Vince, stay away. That's the same thing the women probably told him too, and he didn't listen. That's why I had to pay.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
right.
No, I don't think, and I think I commented last week. I don't think Vince ever stopped playing the storyline with him as the higher power. He never stopped playing that, and it's for as long as all of us have been alive, I know I don't watch regularly anymore, but I know it from following you guys.
Yeah.
From following you guys, I know enough to know that, and from what he's always done, for as long as we've all been alive, Vince McMahon has done what's best for Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue to do what is best for Vince McMahon.
I agree. And
it's just what he
it's
does.
really sad to see because we're all wrestling fans. Ryan, you're a wrestling fan. I'm sure you talk with Alfred all the time at work. So
he's working.
We do slight jabs at each other. we dabble, even though Ryan doesn't watch it like he used to. We still have our moments where we talk.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
As we should. Like I don't have AEW in the background right now, just because I was watching it earlier, but I get I want to focus on the show. I don't want to focus on the team.
Like I said plenty of times, I like hearing different perspective of other people's opinions, wrestling opinions, even though they don't watch wrestling. Like it's good to reminisce on the old times and have a different perspective. That's why I like talking wrestling with Ryan, even though he doesn't watch it like he used to.
Right.
I like having I respect other people's opinions.
Yeah, and we enjoy that Ryan comments on all our shows and all that. And yes, Ryan will get you your McChicken or whatever that you wanted.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge my McChickens.
Anyway,
goes up to 2 McDoubles.
All right. So this past Monday night, actually, I want to talk about Friday Night SmackDown. Alfred, did you watch last week when in the whole Sami Zayn, you're going to go out to the ring by yourself? First off, everyone knew there was a load of crap. All right.
Yeah.
We all knew that the Bloodline was going to come in and do something to Kevin Owens. But do you like this? I love it that they're like, okay, they're basically telling people, hey, we're going to break Sami off away. All right. Sami Zayn's going to be like an ultimate babyface right now. And we're going to have him probably team with Owens to take on the Usos at WrestleMania to take the tag team titles. Which ones? Probably SmackDown. My guess is probably going to be SmackDown. It's not going to be the Raw.
I was like, most definitely it will be SmackDown. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's all these reports like the belts are splitting and they're going to do it soon. They know.
And, I was actually talking with somebody about that on Monday. It looked like Judgment Day might eventually challenge the Usos eventually for the Raw tag team titles. Mm-hmm. And like you said, the SmackDown tag team titles with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Hopefully that's a WrestleMania match. Yeah, the belts definitely will be split in the future. I can see that. And I read that rumor, and it makes sense that the belts should be split up.
So one rumor that I did see happening was that Judgment Day, and if this happens, so Judgment Day takes the tag titles on from Raw.
Yeah.
And then the Mania matchup is Dominic and Damian Priest versus Rey Mysterio and Bad Bunny.
Oh no.
For the Raw tag team titles. And I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, who in the world thought of that? I know Bad Bunny had a great opening debut match when he made his debut and everything. But who in the world thought of, all right, I'm glad it's a rumor because I'm hoping it's not confirmed yet, but when they actually bring that to the table in the meetings and everything, I don't know who in the world would consider that type of match.
If that match were to happen, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break during that match.
My draw.
Somebody at the table just railed up, and then came up with that.
Like I would be like having a shock face if that actually happened. Like I would, like I said, I'll be going to the restroom in my house as well. If that
exactly,
happens.
It's not worth it. Like everyone here, including me, who called the whole Dominic turning heel thing, and now I think it's a joke.
Have to do something with him.
I mean, Oh, I went to prison, and now he's comic relief. You know who Dominic Mysterio is right now? Santino Marella. That's who Dominic Mysterio is. He's the comic relief guy right now.
Yeah.
And can someone please tell me why every time we see Dominic Mysterio, he looks like your little brother that your mom said you had to bring him along if you wanted to go to the public
I like that comparison too.
Prison Mike from The Office. Prison Mike from The Office is a more believable character than Prison Dominic Mysterio.
He reminds me of the fourth Joker brother off of Next Friday.
Oh my God.
The fourth Joker brother. That's basically Dominic Mysterio right now. Basically.
If I could make that much money being mediocre, absolutely. Right. That's probably why I'm mad at him. But besides having the second most punchable face in the WWE behind Seth freaking Rollins.
I forgot you're a Seth Rollins hater.
But like you said, I hate the man. It means he's doing his job right.
Exactly.
Good on you, Seth. Good on you.
Exactly. So speaking of tag team, one of the tag teams that I think are going to split are the Street Profits.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about this in a previous episode. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, a solo heel run from Montez Ford. I'm all here for that.
Oh yeah, most definitely I am. I think like Montez out of the two has the higher ceiling because I think he does more. He's more of a variety than D'Angelo Dawkins.
Right.
I like D'Angelo Dawkins as well, but it's like Montez Ford he has the better mic skills out of the two.
Yeah.
He's a high flyer, and he can really go in the ring and everything. So a heel run for Montez Ford. I'm with you in an agreement.
So it's funny you say that because I'm gonna ask Ryan this. He's good on the mic. What if the scenario is flipped and they turn Angelo Dawkins heel and keep Montez because Montez Bianca, that relationship there. They like to try to keep power couples as the same character. So what if Angelo Dawkins, Ryan, were to turn heel?
I haven't seen too much of his in-ring work, but I don't see why it couldn't work. Just kind of an overall kind of blanket statement. I don't see why they can't split them, but maybe they still kind of watch each other's back while they do their own thing, like we saw with New Day.
Right. Okay.
They split, but they still watched their back, still took care of each other. And I don't see why we couldn't just do the same with these guys instead of the basic tag team breakup angle where the face gets left on his own and the heel beats him down. And then it doesn't have to be bye forever, never again. It can just be bye for now.
And
I think Alfred, we're gonna have the go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if that was a scenario, I really think it might be time for Bianca to turn heel eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, she's been face so long ever since she debuted with the company. And if you turn Montez Ford a face with Bianca, I don't think it'll work out so much. I would like them as a power couple to be a heel as a power couple. I think that would be pretty. I think that would be pretty cool.
I don't know. Bianca's one of those stars that I can't see them turning her heel. I just can't.
And like I said, you know how I am on Bianca.
Yeah.
I actually prefer Bianca. Her what's the best way to say it? Her aura around her, right?
Right.
As how she acts, I think is more so. She'll make a very good heel.
Has she ever been a heel in her career or no?
As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, in NXT, I want to say no. She was always a face. I could be wrong, but I always remembered her as a face.
I would ask our correspondent, but he's on the show, so.
Yeah, because I can definitely look that up. But like I said, I think her demeanor and the way she perceives as herself, I think she will make a very good heel. And I felt the same way with Sasha Banks before they turned her heel when she was in WWE, the first heel turn she was on, and it worked out very good because she can play that role well. I think Bianca and Montez Ford would be a very good heel power couple. And then, like I said, I'm coming up with ideas on the fly, so it's like what I do. But could you imagine them as a power couple going against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch?
Oh God, hell yeah!
They're the face, like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch is the face. Like I can, like if WWE, they need to hire me because I can come up with some good ideas.
You should apply.
Exactly.
Hey, I mean, they got a guy, 95-year-old man in creative right now. Why not?
Right. right.
Get Skeletor out of there and put Alfred in. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Put 32-year-old me in there.
So,
okay. So we're just gonna flat out lie to the people now. All right.
With the millions and millions watching us right now.
Allegedly.
Millions and millions.
Millions.
And millions.
I had to do that at least once.
Right. There you go. And if dream fulfilled, you can leave the show now. Peace out. I'm good. All right. All right. So going back to the Bloodline, did you see on Monday Night Raw the face-off between Judgment Day and Bloodline?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I saw it.
Talk about like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, standing in front of Dominique, and it made Dominique. I
was gonna save this for next week's show. Rhea Ripley's entering the men's Royal Rumble match this year.
Think so?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say this for the Rumble show as well. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I actually got her winning the women's Royal Rumble. That's a little early prediction. Everything. And
I'd let her be over the top rope. Absolutely
going that way. But yeah, Rhea Ripley. I thought she was either going to get hit by Solo, or she was going to start swinging.
Yeah,
like when she was standing in front of Solo and everything. So like I said, that's why I think that moment right there is kind of built. Is basically my argument of why she probably gonna win the women's Royal Rumble to make her.
If not, we keep saying she's gonna win a men's title this year.
Yeah,
she's 100% gonna win a men's title. Yeah.
I saw the face off. Yeah,
Ryan, Solo Sikoa is a bad guy. All right. Now, what I mean by that, it means if I saw Solo Sikoa in an alley, I'm gonna hand him my wallet.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him my keys. And I'm going to say, my social security number is this. And I'm going to say, have a nice day. I'm going to walk the other way.
Yeah. And then I'm going to put him to your house so he can steal your shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's absolutely.
So, did you watch Monday Night Raw this past week? Because I know Ryan Alfred's saying you don't watch shows, but did you see any kind of highlights and stuff?
I read up on a couple of recaps, watched a couple things, read some things about Solo and Usos popping up out of nowhere with the Sammy's match against KO, and I'm just like, okay, what's now? My whole thing is from what I read and what I understand, the match was kind of pitched as somehow a way for Sammy further prove himself to Roman, but and then you don't let him do it,
right?
I mean, I don't, and from what I've seen, Sammy was primed to win, and then they pop up out of nowhere and start beating down Kevin, and they're gonna say, "Oh, we did it for the Bloodline." I'm sorry, what? That's lazy. That's just I don't make it make sense. Make that make sense. And now, does that mean they can do whatever and they can say, "Oh, wait, no, we did it for the for the tribal chief for greater good, whatever. We did it for the Bloodline." Make it make sense. I mean, they interfere one too many times. Sammy's gonna end up taking off that honorary Uso shirt and say, "You know what? I don't need you guys. I'm out." He'll kick himself out, and then they'll say, "Okay, well that's done."
Yeah. I'm wondering, Alfred, how do you think the Sammy Bloodline, just like prediction of the future, how do you think the Sammy Bloodline partnership is gonna end?
I think they're gonna end up kicking them out, the group, as early as next Saturday at the Rumble. I think he's going to do something during the Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns match.
Okay.
And it's going to piss off Roman Reigns so bad that after the match, he's going to like beat the bloody heck. I can see that, and I can see it happening the Monday after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So and that's going to lead to something at WrestleMania. Like I said, we've been talking about it a lot, but I see that being like the ultimate. It's going to happen soon. If I made a prediction right now, it's going to happen soon that Kevin Owens will be out the group. I mean, I'm sorry, not Kevin Owens.
Sami Zayn, yeah.
If it's at the Royal Rumble, it's going to be great because, like I said, I'm going to be in the building. But
lucky you. Me and other Ryan are staying here.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're staying here.
No. Oh Lord.
So.
Oh Lord, but I think
he's going to
do a.
Already bought
he's
the
do a live react from the.
I'm gonna do a live react from the thing.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna be our course.
We're gonna do a live react.
You're
gonna have to be representing at the Rumble. So we need you to get your no holds barred gear and just be like, guys, no holds barred.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. He's getting kicked out the group.
Yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree. So talking about splitting of the belts, I have been reading a lot of reports that one possible scenario is they're going to strip Roman of the WWE title. I don't know why. The article didn't say why, but they're going to strip Roman of the WWE title, and the rumor right now is it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the title at Mania. With The Rock winning the Rumble and fighting Roman for the Universal title.
Oh no! And I told you
that was my exact reaction when I was reading it.
One of the shirts I was going to wear, but I don't think I could get it in time, was Cody wins or Riot. That was the shirt I wanted to wear at the Rumble. So I ended up settling for like the Cody Rhodes shirt. But anyway, like if that's the scenario or what happened, I definitely would not be happy about that.
Do you guys think they robbed Cody Rhodes of the surprise comeback?
Oh yeah. I'm glad.
I'm telling you, that right there is Vince McMahon 100%.
That's a good question. And then Ryan and I actually talked about that earlier today. And I'm glad you asked that question too, because I was gonna say that we was gonna save it for next week's show. But oh yeah, they most definitely ruined the surprise. I even tweeted about it when it happened. I'm like, if I was booking it, I would have had him like. I mean, obviously we know he's. It's a rumor that he was gonna come back.
Yeah.
But if I was in charge of booking, I would have had him come as a 30th entrance.
Really?
And he won the dang thing. Yeah, most definitely. Before they announced it. Now that they announced it which I didn't like.
Now you're gonna expect it. Yeah, you don't know.
Kind of expecting now, so more than likely they're gonna have to make them the 1 or 2 entrant and let them last the whole Royal Rumble match now.
He's gonna do a Ric Flair 92,
Ric Flair 92 or Shawn Michaels, all that stuff. But if I was hoping they didn't announce officially announce it, because obviously it's not a surprise, but at the same time it kind of is because we don't know.
But they took the fact is like, and I'm gonna go to Ryan and see what you guys what else y'all talked about is the fact is they took that surprise moment for fans away. That surprise moment of he's now coming back. Oh my God, playing his music and all that. So now when his music hits, we're gonna be like, okay, we knew it
finally.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. That's why I wanted it to be 30th. So like, it could be like anybody. Like it could be anybody at 30, and it's like, oh, is Cody actually going to show up for the Rumble match or not? He's a 30th entrance, and then once his music would have played at 30 entrance, place with the Alamo Dome with it and everything. But like I said, I wasn't happy that they announced it. They announced it on Monday that he was going to officially be in it. Now it's like, oh dang, he might like. It's definitely a chance he's going to win it now. Probably since they officially.
Ryan, what else did y'all talk about?
Yeah, you can. So like that with Cody, you gotta keep a lid on it. Otherwise, and I understand that it's not like it used to be when we grew up watching it, where now we can in 5 seconds we can get on the interwebs and look up all the what used to be on dirt sheets and all that. Like it's definitely harder for the creative team now because, like I said, anybody can in 5 seconds you can find anything, but I think you've got to kind of keep a lid on it, and then it won't matter where you put him in. I mean, look at 2020 Edge. He was what, number 20 something, some random arbitrary, didn't really matter.
Right.
I don't remember reading and hearing a lot at that time of Edge is coming back. And then because we didn't hear all that, at least I didn't, maybe y'all watching more regularly than I do, maybe y'all can recall, maybe there was something swirling around. I don't recall anything.
Oh yeah.
And then when he came out at
it just came out of nowhere.
He came out at he came out at like some
in Houston when it was in Houston 21. When the Rumble was in Houston. Yeah, 21. He came out. Just watched that video 2 minutes before we got on.
He came out at number 21, and people lost their shit. Oh, can I say shit?
Yes. We got our sorry, producer. We got our guidelines. We know we're gonna lower the cursing down. We got you. I got you.
We're almost halfway through. That was my first one. Everybody.
It's okay.
But
it's okay.
People lost their mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it wasn't expected. And now, poor Cody, I mean, I don't know how long a torn pec takes, but the last time we saw him, his muscle looked like, 3-week-old ground chuck.
Yeah.
And he still came out there and did his thing.
Yeah.
But
that's because he's a supreme athlete. He literally is a supreme athlete.
Oh, absolutely.
And he came back because they need another face for the company when Roman takes his long-awaited vacation. His year-long vacation when there's no more, tribal chief and all that. And we're like, okay, let's go back to let's having 4 champions a year instead of 1 champion for 8,000 years.
8,000. Yeah. This is running on Bruno Sammartino time now.
Literally. Yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is Uncle Howdy appearing on Raw more and more now. Or as Ryan Taylor likes to call it, Triple H Howdy.
Uncle Howdy with 3 H's, yeah.
So, do y'all think, Alfred, if they reveal who Uncle Howdy is, oh my God, I just thought of this right now. What if Uncle Howdy enters the Rumble? I will lose my mind.
That would be freaking.
Here's the thing: if he enters the Rumble,
that mask quicker than they did with Kane,
is he gonna keep the mask on or take it off and reveal who it is?
Oh my God, that would be freaking.
Only if he wants. Would he take it off?
I would be laughing my butt off at Alamo Dome if that happens. Like if that literally happens, that would be freaking hilarious.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Uncle Howdy is gonna get revealed in their match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Yeah,
he has 2 chances to show up at the Royal Rumble. He can interview in the Alexa Bliss Bianca Belair match.
Yeah,
or he can do that. Or he can interfere in the Bray Wyatt and the
LA Knight
match. Or he has 2 chances to show his face. And who do y'all think is gonna like a realistic option? Who do you think is gonna be?
I'll let Ryan.
Alex.
I'll let Ryan go next, and then I'll say mine.
I still think it's Bo.
I still think I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it because if it turns out I'm gonna look like a freaking genius,
You're gonna still say Triple H.
I can't backpedal now. I can't. I can't. It's. But the yawning earlier wasn't because I'm tired. It's because it's this story with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt is just dragging too long. I mean the Uncle Howdy thing. It's gonna drag out longer than Tom Brady's divorce. And I've had trips to the bathroom that have lasted longer than the amount of time Bray Wyatt spent in the ring since his return.
God.
He's getting paid to do nothing. He should just change his last name to Kardashian. He's getting paid to do nothing. But now Alexa Bliss, I'd let her.
We're talking about Bray Wyatt. I got it.
Oh, wait for it. I didn't even tell Alfred I was doing this. There we go.
Thank you.
There we go. Where's our board, Ryan?
Oh my God. I love it.
Oh,
love it.
This is mine.
Hey, I'll sign that hat for you. I will sign that hat for you.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I also think it's Bo Dallas. I think it has to be. There's no one else it can be. Unless, I know the other Ryan was talking about it's going to be Cameron Grimes, who I think could be a very possibility. But I'm also wondering if they decide to reveal who Uncle Howdy is it going to be the family or is it just going to be Uncle Howdy, Bray? Because with all the Alexa Bliss interference, I'm thinking obviously Alexa Bliss is probably going to become Sister Abigail.
I was just about to say that. Like, what if they bring? Yeah. They might as well just bring back a Sister Abigail now. They got the uncle, sister, who's going to be next.
Call me. I'm taking it back now. I think Nikki Cross is going to be involved in it somehow.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes. I think Nikki Cross is going to end up being part of the family, and she's going to end up having a feud with Alexa Bliss after Alexa doesn't win the title at Rumble, because I don't think she's winning. Spoiler for next week. But I think we see Nikki Cross come out with Uncle Howdy and reveal herself to be change her name again to Sister Abigail or something. She's going to be involved in that family somehow. And then we're going to see 2 or 3 other members pop up. Probably from NXT. I think it's going to be guys from NXT that join the family. They're not going to have anyone current join.
Hope nobody from Toxic Attraction.
No, I think it's gonna be. I think Cameron Grimes will be one of the people that's in that family, and then there's another guy, Morgan Wallen, maybe if he doesn't get the NXT title. I think he could probably join, but that is for us to see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see what's in my little handy dandy.
Out of all that, the only thing I do know is I'd let Alexa Bliss ruin my credit score. Absolutely.
Oh Lord.
That's it.
Before we start talking about like our Rumble moments, because I want to spend a lot of time on that. Did you, Alfred, the elimination match at the end of Raw, where Bobby Lashley ended up winning? I think. By the way, I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan now. I wasn't before. I think I'm more of a fan actually of heel Bobby Lashley than I am a face Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Heel Lashley was the great.
Yeah, it looks like a heel.
I will say his face run during when he was around ECW.
Right.
Around that time when he wrestled Umaga at WrestleMania, that was kind of my favorite version of Lashley. But heel Lashley when he was with MVP, that was probably my second favorite Bobby Lashley version. Yeah, he's definitely better as a heel than
MVP's a joke, by the way. I'm sorry, I have to say that. MVP's
I like MVP. He says slick stuff to get under people's skin, and it's funny.
Well, look, he's doing his job because I hate him.
Yeah, he's doing. He's definitely doing his job.
But Ryan, the reason I'm now coming to you is because the final 2 competitors in that match was your favorite superstar Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley, and I think let me ask you this: what is so punchable about Seth Rollins' face that you just want to?
It's the smirk. It's the this is a guy that I understand he gets cheered either way, whether he's face, heel, whatever. He rose to his popularity after I had quit watching. But anybody that can do that, you got to respect it. But I just looking at him, to me, it's a look that says heel, just that smirk, that laugh. That I don't think we've seen a better heel laugh than since Ted DiBiase.
Wow.
And Ted DiBiase, to me is the greatest heel not named Bobby Heenan. But
okay.
it's that, and again, I feel this way because the guy behind Seth Rollins, Colby, whatever, and his name is Colby. That's another. Good Lord. But it just, the man behind it has put in work into making Seth Rollins somebody that is like, I think he's meant to be kind of divisive. It's either I love this guy because he gets under people's skin, or I hate this guy because he gets under my skin. And I think people kind of had the same feelings about, God bless him, rest in peace. He was my favorite superstar of all time, Owen Hart.
Okay.
I think people had similar feelings about him, because I always loved the guy because I liked rooting for the kind of underdog little brother, and but a lot of my friends were like, I can't stand that guy. His voice, yeah. And I think it's that, love him or hate him, you're talking about him.
Right.
You're watching him. Look at UFC's biggest moneymaker, fucking Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You either love him or you fucking hate him. He's gonna apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. And he's gonna do what he wants to do. And you're tuning in to watch because you either love this guy or you want to see him get his face rearranged. But
right.
either way, you're watching, you're paying, and that's what Seth Rollins is doing.
Alfred, do you think Bobby Lashley takes back the title from Theory or no?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I want to say no, and only because I don't see a reason to put the U.S. title on Lashley at this point.
Yeah, he just got here.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, that too, and it's like he just came back. I'm like, what's the point? Like, he should be trying to go after the Universal title at this point, because it wasn't too long ago he held it. And it's like, what's the U.S. title going to do for Lashley?
Right.
I'm kind of glad the ending of Lashley winning, because I think Hurt Business is about to reform again.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But do you think he's going to be a part of it?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a part of it.
Okay.
You don't tease it. You don't tease MVP talking like using the Hurt and Business in like a phrase, and you're not going to like consider bringing it back. And also, they help Lashley win the number one contender spot for the U.S. title again. So,
do you think Omos is a part of it or no?
Oh yeah. They about to. It's about to be 4 members. It's going to be him, Lashley, and then Cedric and Shelton.
Wow. Okay.
That actually be a dominant faction if they pull it off. But like I said, I don't want Lashley to win the U.S. title, because like I said, I don't see a point of him being the U.S. champion. I like it on Theory right now anyway. The kid. So I was like, not Lashley winning the U.S. title.
Yeah. Okay.
If he doesn't, he can always go back to feuding with Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think that feud's not over. That feud is definitely not over.
And then another thing, speaking of Lesnar, I noticed this as well. They actually have him advertised for the Royal Rumble.
They do.
And it's I'm guessing he's gonna be in the
He's probably gonna be in it. Yeah, I guarantee he'll be in it.
Like you just said, him fueling with Lesnar again. Maybe they tease
right now, and I'm gonna get Ryan Taylor's like surprise predictions, because Alfred, I want to save ours for next week. There's supposedly between 8 to 10 possible returns that's going to happen next Saturday. So no one knows who it is, but the rumor right now is that it's between 8 to 10 returns, or
it'll be crazy,
or call-ups that are going to happen. More than likely, you'll probably have 2 NXT stars that debut with that. So.
That would be crazy.
But all right, Ryan. So if you had to guess, like 3 or 4 surprise people who are going to enter the Rumble next weekend.
Surprise people. Well, I think
Cody already taken.
Maybe. Cody. Yeah, that's fine. I know we've talked about.
That would have been an easy.
That was done. I know there was talk about him facing Roman at Mania and working it somehow, because it's in Miami. But why haven't we said anything about throwing the Rock in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Is it just complete, like, that's one of those brilliant or BS kind of thing, maybe or maybe Vince comes out himself as number 30 dressed as a sheik to confirm the sale of the Saudis.
That would be the ultimate troll job if he actually did that.
Or maybe
like
we
30.
Yeah, exactly. Because and he's gonna blow out both his quads on the way to I'm sorry. We'll say that one for later. Or maybe we've got maybe we have Uncle Howdy enter the Rumble, like you said. Maybe he wins the damn thing, and that's when he takes off his mask and reveals who he is. And maybe Bray Wyatt faces whoever Uncle Howdy is at WrestleMania. We could do that. As far as someone not, or at least I'm not sure if he was WWE during his last run. We was injured, concussion, I believe. I guess I could say maybe Adam Cole. Does he get in there somewhere?
So you think that one probably not because of his pop on Dynamite last week. He just I think re-signed with AEW. So probably not. But all right, Ryan, if you had to predict your winner for the men's and women's Royal Rumble, who would it be?
Women's, I'll go Rhea Ripley. I think she's probably the most dominant female we've seen since China, if not ever.
Yeah.
And this is not from me actively watching anything. This is just me, reading things and talking to people that, usually don't agree on much of anything. It seems to be a common consensus that, this is a woman that can hold her own against any man. And if I saw her in a dark alley, I'd do the same thing, like you said, with
your wallet and your Social Security.
I'd go the other way. I'd go the other way. Men's, who wins? If they decide to put The Rock in there, he does. If not, Cody.
Okay. All right. So now let's get to the point why we're doing this show, this episode. Our top Rumble moments, because I know next week's show it's going to be all Royal Rumble, the current Royal Rumble breakdown. Us going, maybe predictions throughout the whole thing, doing 1 through 30. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But let's just go ahead and we're going to talk about a bunch. All right. Alfred, pick one first.
All right. I'm gonna pick the latest one first. So, obviously it's gonna be Edge returning in 2020. I was actually ringside at the event, and keep in mind that's the same week my mom passed away. Like 3 days before the event, 3 days before, or 4 days before that, and then Kobe Bryant literally passed the same day as the Royal Rumble and everything. So I was kind of already doom and gloom, like kind of not even. I didn't much know if I was going to be at the Royal Rumble. Like, honestly, I was considering like just giving away my ticket. I was like, kind of like not in the mood.
I got you.
So when he actually came out, like literally when he came out, I like literally got out my seat ringside, and like I did not know I did not read anything. Like you said, I didn't read anything about him returning or anything. It was like a legit shock that he actually came and like return. I heard rumblings, like, because people was kind of discussing, like, making predictions he might, like, it was like wouldn't be shocked, but it wasn't like nothing like, oh, this definitely about to happen. Like, it'll legit like happen. And it's like all that, like I said, I was sad leading up to the event. I didn't want to go to the event, like, because I'm like a huge like Edge fan like that. So when he returned, that was like a legit like mark out moment for me, and that's probably a moment I'll never.
That was a mark out moment for anybody that was, for the benefit of those with flash photography,
right.
Or anybody that ever saw, the Brood, which to me they had the best entrance, ever. Undertaker had some great one-offs entrances at WrestleMania, but as far as your, day-to-day entrance coming into the ring, the Brood was the best ever, and I don't see how anyone could argue with that being a number one Royal Rumble moment. Edge coming back.
That's my favorite one. That stands out.
That was I think it's so often in the ring we see characters, and that's what we're supposed to see. That's what we're supposed to see. That's what they do. But the look on his face when he came out, looked to his left, looked to his right.
Yeah, and it's a meme.
It was hype.
It's actually a meme. If you search it as a meme, it's actually a meme. Like because we have a IM at work. Ryan and I at the bank we work at. Like if you literally type in Edge, like in the instant message, it shows that moment you just described.
It's the meme of him looking back and forth, and it just for a few seconds there, that we didn't see Edge. We saw the man, Adam Joseph Copeland, pure effing joy to be back doing what he felt he was put on the earth to do. And that's a feeling that
who previously was told you're never going to wrestle again.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what made it even more heartfelt. And
we should all be so fortunate. To experience something.
We legit thought he was done with wrestling.
For ourselves.
And it's like, oh shoot, like oh my god.
Because I remember I was sitting on my couch when I was watching it, and I think there was my other family members in the room. I had my laptop on my like just watching, and then his music hit, and I just went,
yeah. Like literally, because I was at ringside. I was literally by the entrance when he came out, like on ringside, and I was like,
"Oh my god!"
No. And then another thing, I'm glad it happened right before the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
It was like right before the pandemic and everything. I'm glad that that moment happened in front of a crowd.
That moment is lost on an empty arena. That needed to happen, and it needed to happen when it happened. And I don't know about y'all, but I would say that is probably the most purely honest moment in WWE history that wasn't associated with some sort of death or tragedy.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I agree. Watch the documentary behind it, and they show Beth Phoenix's wife like underneath the stage, just like bawling because her husband wasn't supposed to wrestle again, and here he comes out as the 21st entrant in the Royal Rumble. And if you look at the crowd was just like what the hell is going on? And Michael Cole sold it. He said, "What the hell?" He just screams it.
And I actually saw the video on the way to work this morning because I knew we was going to talk about that as a topic. I was like, Michael. Oh yeah, he's legit. Like he was like the way he said "no way" was like, he sold it. So what about you all? Was like
Ryan, what do you got? What moment do you have?
Other than that, I'll say and this was over several years. Just what creative way is Kofi Kingston going to come up with to avoid his feet touching the floor?
Yeah, here we go.
This year, is he going to upside down crab walk again? Is he going to have people catch him and throw him back on the apron? It's my understanding that spanned like several years that he and so it kind of became a new, okay, how is Kofi here gonna avoid both feet touching the floor?
No, I agree. One of my moments is the three faces of Mick Foley entering the Rumble.
Yeah,
iconic moment. He goes in as Mankind, Mick Foley, and Dude Love.
Yeah, that was good booking right there. Like that was a perfect one right there.
I'm pretty sure when they were going through creative, he's like, "Hey, by the way, Mick, you're gonna end the Rumble 3 times, and you're gonna lose it 3 times.
You might not win it, but you're gonna have 3 chances to."
Yeah, 3 chances.
It's gonna be one of the most iconic things ever.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And then I have another one. And I still, to this day, I still have this on VHS. Like I legit have this VHS in my house right now. Royal Rumble '92, when Flair started from number 2 and won the whole thing. And then at the time it was huge because this is like the first Royal Rumble, because it's been 2 in history, but the first one to have the title on the line in the Rumble. And '92 is my all-time favorite Royal Rumble match, and it's like all that star power. Like I can go down a list of all the star power that was in that match. Flair winning it from 2 and winning the championship probably was like it was a huge moment at the time. And I, like I said, I have it on VHS, and it's like that moment right there was a very good one for me as well. Like Flair winning it, and then his promo after he won it was dang near pretty damn good. Seeing that, so that's another top moment for me. My favorite, seeing him win it from 2.
Was that to be the man, you got to beat the man promo? Was that it? Am I remembering that right? Or
no, that's something else. That's something else. Yeah. That's how Ric Flair became known as the guy who came trash. Oh, Michael Brown, hello.
His promo was basically saying, this was like the greatest moment in the history of his life, and he was saying with a tear in his eye and everything. So it's like it was like kind of emotional for him. But like I said, that match had a lot of star power in that match. Like legit, you can go down a whole list of interests in that match.
So I have another one, and it's one of the Rumbles that it's when Brock Lesnar kept eliminating one person after the other, and then here comes Drew McIntyre, baby.
The one in 2020,
Yep, eliminating.
Yep.
And there goes your run of Drew McIntyre. Because I remember, I think I talked to, actually, Michael Brown, who just literally commented on our show. He literally said, because him and one of our other good buddies, who's also Ryan, his name is Ryan Davis, who's probably watching this right now, because he asked me for the link, had mentioned that Drew McIntyre was going to win the thing and go on a big run. And what do you know? Drew McIntyre wins the Rumble and unfortunately doesn't get his WrestleMania moment because something called COVID happened. And I deserve to believe that Drew deserves his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did.
Ryan, do you have another moment you want to talk about?
Yeah, I was. It was one of the real early ones. Maybe it was 89, 90 or whatever. And it wasn't even in the Rumble itself. It was just a brilliant move. It was just the man doing what he does. Ted DiBiase buys entry number 30.
Yep.
Yeah, it was one of the
$1 million man doing what that was just the $1 million man doing what the $1 million man does and proving that everybody's got a price.
Yeah, it was one of the earlier ones. I think it was 89, I want to say. And they was like kept on asking him about it. It was like he didn't know he didn't know what the heck they were talking about until he came out as a 30th entry.
Yeah, nothing, he didn't go in there like and here's another one like Kane did and throw out 20 something people.
Yeah. Well, Brock, I think Brock has the record now. So
that's right.
Yeah,
I think Brock
it wasn't anything crazy like that. It was just, like I said, the greatest heel of all time, not named Bobby Heenan, just doing what he does.
Yep. I don't think we've ever talked about Ted DiBiase that much on this show.
Right. It's probably the most.
I don't think so.
And then another one I really enjoyed. Back then at the time, I was like, I was a Cena fan at the time.
Oh, when he comes in at number 30.
When he came back from that pectoral muscle.
Yeah.
Early, and it was at Madison Square Garden. And he came back and won. Like I was like marking out like crazy when that happened. Like. Because I didn't think he was going to come back that early from the injury, and seeing him return, everything, and coming back and win, that was an amazing moment right there. They played that one right.
You guys are forgetting the most important moment in Royal Rumble history when Santino Marella got eliminated in half a second.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what y'all are talking about. That's probably got to be the best moment ever.
He broke the Warlord.
How does that even happen? How does that even happen? Like it takes a second to get in the ring.
He broke the Warlord's record on that one, and he was like, "I wasn't ready."
He really did.
That move. And now, honestly, speaking of Santino, it kind of remember the one where I think it was the 40-man one when him and Del Rio was the last two. I want to say, and it legit looked like Santino was going to win. I'm not even just going to lie. I thought they were going to have Santino win it for some reason, but obviously WWE trolled this, and Del Rio won that 40-man one and everything. Right. It made it seem like Santino had a shot. That was so funny.
Of course they did. Of course. All right, guys. I think this is a perfect time to throw the man over the top rope and call it a night. Ryan, thank you so much for following the show. You don't know how much it means to us. Like, just having the support from our fans is something that's very near and dear to our heart. And having you come on the show means a great deal to obviously both me, Alfred, and Ryan Rousset. obviously. So
yeah.
Much love, man. Much love.
Love you guys.
And
Thanks for having me.
Before we go, I want to say thoughts and prayers out to Jay Briscoe's family.
Right.
And Jay Briscoe, because I was not, like I said, I didn't know.
Yeah. So
I didn't know him as a wrestler, but I.
All right. I think we lost Alfred. We did lose Alfred. It's okay. He'll come back. Alfred, we lost you.
Did you see me?
I see you.
See him?
Were you talking about the wrestler that passed away?
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. I mean, I didn't know him that well.
What was his name? What's his name?
Jay Briscoe.
Jay Briscoe. Yeah.
Yeah, he was 28. And he
so rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. 38, I think 38 years old. He was 38.
Yeah. I've heard of him, but I didn't know of him like that. But it's still a sad situation.
Right.
Based on what I read and everything. So
big loss for Ring of Honor. So big loss for Ring of Honor. Big loss. All right, Alfred, where can they find you on the Twitter?
They can find me A_Matthew713. If you want to be entertained, give me a follow, and then I'll follow you back. But my Twitter is so entertaining. So.
He's the best.
Are you not entertained?
Yes. You can follow me at AlexBB29, but more important, you can follow our podcast page at capital N, capital H, capital B to that Bard podcast. So capital NH Bard podcast. First of all, subscribe to this network, FinTalk Sports Network. We're growing every day. Our producer just had an amazing NBA talk show that I was watching. He doesn't know, but I was watching. I didn't comment. I was watching it. All right.
You gotta comment, man. You gotta join.
Stay tuned.
God.
If you want to see some NFL draft talk, I'm telling you, they're going to start some NFL draft talk very, very soon.
We want it.
Next week, I am telling you, do not want to miss next week's show. It's a Royal Rumble preview show. I'm going to try to get people to come on our show because it's a big, big pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
This is our road to WrestleMania. Okay? Our road starts after next week on that show. Okay. So, from all of us, Ryan Taylor, you're amazing. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming
on,
Ryan.
You. We will see you guys next week for the Royal Rumble preview show, baby. Peace!
Yeah, peace.